whatever, we're gonna leave that. We're gonna play some EVP. And we're gonna play the EVP. I'm gonna let you hear it. I'm not gonna tell you what it says. Then, I'm gonna talk about the EVP and let you know what we think it says, and then we're gonna play it back. And I know it's kind of against the whole thing, but you know, we're at a conference, so there really isn't a whole lot you can do. And it's fun. So we're just going to kind of bust it through so you'll get to hear each EVP 2 times. If you want to hear it again, speak up. I mean, seriously, like, hey, play it again. So we're going to go ahead and play the first EVP. Could you hear, like, talking and all that stuff? And there's a lot of background noise. And that's from a cassette tape player. Well, that's a Class A EVP, and I'll explain why. But there's a lot of noise because it has not been cleaned up. But you'll be able to hear, once I tell you again, and it is clear, I know you heard it, you just don't know what you heard yet. You will hear me and another person speaking about a crawl space. And she's actually describing the crawl space. And what you hear is a voice of a child and saying, oh sure, mm-hmm. And remember the little demon thing I brought up, you know, if there is demons? I have actually this child's voice on tape 2 times. And the sarcasm levels are way up here. And if you're a lost child and you're a ghost and looking for help, why would you be sarcastic? That's a really good question. So that is the only reason, because I'm like, if you were really a little kid and you wanted help, which apparently this woman was claiming these children all needed help, this kid is pretty sarcastic, and you'll get to hear it on the other EVP too. So if you're going to play that one again. Did you hear that time? So that's a Class A EVP. It's not the best quality in the whole wide world, but it's very, very clear. And the weirdness of it is the sarcasm that's associated with this kid. And we got this kid twice. So if you're going to play the next one. Okay, that one also is not the best quality, but it is a Class A EVP. And it's kind of getting some, it's like loud. I'm not used to being this loud, because the sound system here is awesome. But you will hear a man, and this is when a recorder was sitting alone in a bedroom, and you hear a man, and he says, you thought you could record me, didn't you? So we'll play it again. And we did recording. Play it again, okay. It would sound a little better, but honestly, I don't like the way things sound, because what you're hearing, all that static and that noise is the white noise. That's what the room sounded like. So it's very loud, but there's no digital alien noises, you know, feeding over that EVP. So we got that EVP, and that was probably the only EVP we got at that location. And when the owners heard it, I mean, they were just like, that's a guy, and they were freaking out. And normally I don't like to freak people out, but they were already freaked out. They ended up moving and stuff anyway. But it was actually in Ghostlahoma. And yeah, the people that live there now found their house, which we don't put that information up anymore on the internet. But it doesn't have an address or anything, but they found their house on the internet. And every once in a while, they'll send me an email, everything's good, no ghosts or anything like that. So it's kind of funny. So it just, I do believe that some people are haunted, and they just bring it with them wherever they go. If you want to play the next one. There's your sarcastic little kid again. Did you hear that one? Were you able to make it out? It says me too, why not? And which is really weird because it's not, you know, a helpless little ghost child that wants your help. It's sarcasm. I have a teenager and a tween. I know what sarcasm is. They're both girls too. So yeah, we'll play it again and you can just sense the sarcasm in their voice. So I didn't go back to that house because I'm like, for one, I have no patience for snarky little kids anyway. So I don't want to go back and help you. I know that sounds mean, but honestly, it's a big, long story. I don't want to deal with it. I think the woman, Lucille, she was there. It was a really weird situation. I think the woman was bringing stuff in, and she was nuts. So I don't deal with crazy, and I've never dealt with crazy. If I think someone is mentally unstable, I don't deal with them. And I'm not a doctor, but I've been doing this long enough to know that there's some crazy people out there, and they are hearing voices in their head. They really are, but we can't get them on tape. So, if you want to play the next one? I know you heard that. And what's so funny is that this guy right there is Mr. Skeptic 100%. We were doing photography one day in this old armory in Mingo, Oklahoma. And we're just in there taking photos. I always take my tape recorder with me, always. And I just had it sitting down. Well, I went down to like check on, and you could see spiders all over the place. It's dead of summer. I mean, there's spiders everywhere. So Scott and I are talking about spiders. There's nobody else in the building, and it's nice and quiet. We're just in there. It's daytime. We're doing pictures, minding our own business, and you can hear this man say spiders. And if you listen really close, we'll play this one like 2 times. The man's voice, you can hear me, because I'm talking about spiders as well. The man's voice overlaps Scott's voice. And he doesn't lie, he doesn't believe in any of this anyway, he just goes to take pictures of these places that we go to. And yeah, it's right there, and he still doesn't know, so ask about what he thinks. So play it again. So yeah, that's how you shut skeptics up.